He has been.
So let him speak then. Let him speak.
No, but I'm trying to make you understand what's going on.
So you need help, yeah?
Oh my God.
Continue.
I don't want to speak. Listen, I don't want to have a conversation with two people. What's that? But he doesn't want me to have a conversation because he knows if we speak, we can.
The problem is the environment we're in.
No, it's not the environment. It's one person. It's not the environment.
That's how it is.
Excuse me. Look, I'm asking you a question. As an atheist, he doesn't believe in God. Or sorry.
I'm not an atheist. Why do you keep calling me an atheist?
As a confused person, he doesn't even have music and manners. You are confused.
Okay.
God doesn't wear sunglasses.
And
anyway.
And you are who?
You're not God.
No, but you are who
You're not God.
to judge me like that?
God doesn't wear sunglasses. That's not judging you. That's facts. Listen.
You don't understand concept.
Okay, but why are you
problem?
Yeah.
You don't understand concept.
Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say to you, you're telling me as a Christian you don't look. Okay, you don't know the difference between God and man. I believe that a man, yes, it's clear what a man is. He eats, he sleeps, he may do miracles, prophet. I don't believe no human being is worthy of worship. Yes, nothing is worthy of worship except God. Yes, do you agree with that?
No. Reason being, that's not what makes a person a person. What makes a person a person?
It's a different concept. Let's see if you understand it.
No, but it is a philosophical concept. You just said eat, sleeps. If I don't eat, okay, if I have problems eating, or if I have problems sleeping, if I have problems sleeping, am I still a person?
What I'm trying to say to you is, my friend, you know what a man is.
Are
you required to eat?
No, that's
Can I
why.
finish?
He's not trying to understand your concept, mate. I'm telling you.
I understand it, I don't
There
agree.
are intrinsic qualities of a human
You're
person.
gonna wish you didn't start this.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Dad.
crucify him. Watch.
There are
Like they did
intrinsic,
Jesus.
Verbally.
there are intrinsic qualities of a human person. Rationality, morality, or capability to do these things. Rationality, morality, holding beliefs, okay, be able to perform actions. Those are things that make us different from animals. We have those things intrinsically. You would say God has those things as well. Is he rational? Is he moral? Does he have beliefs? All those things.
Maybe
So when Christ took on human nature, all he took on, he had these qualities. All he did was take on flesh. That is it. Everything else. So I'm saying all it was an assumption. He took on flesh. He had all of the human qualities prior to that. Because you would say God has rationality, belief systems, morality, and things like that. That's what makes it intrinsically human. Not having arms and all those things. But can't my arms.
Okay, I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Hold on.
He's making this funny, so I think it's good.
Because he's not understanding.
He's a clown. That's
Where's
what
my
it is.
red? I don't have a red
No,
nose.
you don't need to. You look funny enough already. Listen, the whole point I'm trying to say to you, what I'm trying to say to you is this.
Come on, one second.
Hold on,
Are you
hold
showing
on,
love?
hold
Are you
on,
showing
hold
love
on,
here?
hold on.
Are you showing
Hold
love?
on.
Are you showing love?
Don't
here?
worry, don't worry.
No, but honestly,
My skin
you
is
showing love
thick.
here.
I'm fine.
Hold on,
I'm
listen. You asked me after half an hour, 45 minutes of him interrupting, am I showing love? Please, excuse me.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say to you, and I know this guy's history. Whenever I'm talking,
He knows my history.
Because he can't.
When did I go to
You know
school?
why? You know why? You know why this guy can't get a crowd on himself? So what happens is that whenever I'm speaking, he has to come along because he knows, like me, when I first started standing, it was just me. Nobody was here. Yes, because I just came down here to speak. He can't do that. So he has to come where there's a crowd already, and then I have to deal with him. But until I deal with him, he just wants to keep
deal with me,
interrupting.
Daddy.
Good, where did you get your glasses from? Specsavers,
You should know my history. You should know this.
Specsavers, yeah? Listen,
know my
good, his glasses
You should
from
know
Specsavers.
this.
Come on. Listen, so what I'm trying to say to you is this.
Let's
What
go.
I'm trying to say to you is this. Okay, Jesus is God, yes?
Yes.
Does God worship anyone?
Does God worship anyone?
As a Muslim, no.
Okay, what is, like I'm saying, I'm sorry that I'm always going to. What do you
Define
mean by
terms.
worship?
The globe is
What do
low.
you,
Define
one second.
terms.
What do you mean by worship? I would say what.
This is a Christian and he says to me,
Define
doesn't know what-
terms.
you don't know what
You
worship
asked me a
is?
question.
Okay, does,
What do you
okay,
mean
does
by
God
worship?
pray to anyone, ask them for stuff?
Worship is not prayer.
What are you talking
It's part of prayer.
How
It's
is prayer not worship?
Worship is paying reverence unto God.
Excuse
That is
me,
worship.
excuse me.
These are the way we express it from praying.
It's amazing.
from
He's saying
praising.
prayer is not worship.
Prayer.
Of course it is, but he doesn't
One
understand.
sec. No,
No,
listen.
listen.
1 second. Prayer is
Yeah?
an expression of worship.
Okay.
It is not worship. in
Okay,
and of
I'm gonna
itself.
ask you something.
Worship is paying reverence.
This
to
is
God.
this is called spin. This is what this
It's called spin or not?
Yes, it's called
Okay,
spin.
okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
It's only spin 'cause he
Hold
doesn't
on,
understand.
Excuse me.
So I'm wrong.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Does God need to ask anybody for anything? Like beg someone for something?
Yes.
I'm not asking you. You're not.
You know, what,
God.
I'm just gonna go.
asked us
to
I'm just
worship
gonna-
him.
so I know. 1 second. I know we're going somewhere, so I'll just go. Okay. No.
God doesn't need to ask anyone for anything.
He did.
And Jesus is God, yes? So I want to ask you a question. In the God of gets, you say,
said worship
I'm
me.
not saying Jesus said this, yes? But according to your book, yes? It says that Jesus was praying so hard in the God of Gethsemane, yeah? That he had sweat, yeah?
God is sweat.
Hold on. He had sweat like beads of fire, and he said, please let this cup pass me, yes? If Jesus is God, who was he praying to? Another God.
No, the Father.
So so one part of God needed help, yes?
Sorry? One God.
So
one God.
Yeah.
Like I said, one
Yeah.
God. Define what you mean by God.
Yeah.
Okay. I said it can be a collective of individuals,
Yeah.
or it can be a divine
Okay.
individual. Let me finish. Father, Son, Holy Spirit are divine individuals. Yeah. There is one collective. The same way I have 5 fingers or 4 fingers, one thumb. I have one hand. Yes. One, you wouldn't say this is 5. Yes. So 3 divine beings. That's a Trinity. 3 divine beings. One collective. One substance. So the Son will speak on someone who is equal to him, the Father, and they share the same essence. That's what he was. So he wasn't asking anyone else. So the way you're taking me was, can he ask anyone? Yeah, he can't ask me for anything, yes. But he can ask the Father, whom he is equal to, whom he shares the same essence as. Yes.
Which Jesus,
Let's see if you understand.
Jesus was that one God, yes?
I don't think it is.
Yes? I'm asking you, because you're speaking, to me, it's not making sense. It's not making any sense. And it's not because I understand what you're saying, but they don't add up.
Okay, just 1 second before you go.
You spoke for a long time.
Just before you go.
You spoke for a long
Just before you go
time.
there. Just before you, I'm not saying anything. Just 1 second. Whenever you're analysing something, understand what the concept is. Because you can't reject it.
I understand it.
No, you don't.
It doesn't make
No,
sense.
he really
You just said it doesn't make sense. How can you
Look,
understand but it doesn't make sense?
Look,
There's a contradictory
I tell you why. I understand the words you're saying, but it doesn't add up. Look, you're saying
Tell me how it doesn't add up.
You're saying
Because
this.
What I said, tell me how it doesn't.
comprehension. He doesn't have very good
This guy
comprehension
got verbal
capability.
diarrhea. Listen, what I'm
Tell
trying to
me-
say
tell
to
me
you-
how what I said, the words I said don't add
You're
up.
saying that there's one God, yes?
One
And
collective.
that's
One collective.
there's
That's
one
what I mean.
God, yes?
One collective, yes. That's what I mean when I say God, yes. In that way.
He just told you what it is. It's one collective.
Yes.
So ask him the same
This guy's
question.
really nervous. What's wrong with this guy?
One collective.
What's this
yes.
guy? It's
Continue.
like he's gonna wet himself. What's wrong with
Continue.
him?
One collective.
He can't contain himself.
One
I'm
collective.
asking you, Jesus.
Trying to make your life
There's
easier.
God. Listen, there's Jesus. Yes, he's God. Yes. Okay. Who is he asking? Yeah, for help.
God the Father.
Another God.
No, you've already answered this question. Why would you answer it again?
I
You've
don't
already
understand.
answered
It doesn't make sense.
He's already
I just
answered that
explained
question.
So he was asking himself. Yes.
He was asking the Father, who is
Himself.
the Father is not. Do you understand Christian
No, he
theology?
doesn't understand.
Doesn't
Why
make
are you?
sense.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Why did you become a Muslim before you
Do know what
actually
it is?
understood
Do
your
you know what it is?
religion?
Just what you're saying.
You don't
yeah?
understand Christianity.
Right.
It doesn't make
Right.
sense. No, I
Jesus was
understand
not
it.
the Father.
I understand it.
Jesus was not the Father.
Okay.
He wasn't.
So what you? So good is in pieces.
Trying to
yes?
help you out.
No, for this discussion you can
Good
open
is
it
it?
carefully.
Yes, good is in pieces.
Understand it.
I mean, God. There's a good part of God on
just said
earth.
what I
Hold on,
just said.
There's a good on earth. Yes. There's a part of God on earth. Yes. There's a part of God on earth. Yes.
I will say that. Yes.
Just tell
There's a
him
part of God.
he doesn't
There's a
understand.
part of God where in the heavens.
You say heavens, yeah.
In the heaven, yeah. And where's the Holy Spirit?
Spirit. Let's say He dwells in us.
Okay, so there's 3 different parts of God. Do
It's
they
a
all?
collective.
Do they all have the same abilities? They all have the same abilities. So why is Jesus asking the Father for something?
Because He was doing His will.
But yeah,
He was submitting
but they
His
have,
will.
but they have the same abilities.
He was submitting role.
No, you're not answering the question.
Can I ask you?
You're saying there's 3 parts of
So
God.
what's that?
Hold on.
Can I just say one?
Hold on, I'm speaking.
So God's
I'm speaking.
plan.
You said there's 3
His
parts of
comprehension skills
God.
are lacking.
Listen,
Can
you said there's 3 parts of God. They all have the same abilities, yes? Okay, so if they all have the power, they're all knowing, yes? They're all independent. They're all seeing. So if Jesus has the same abilities as the Father, why is he asking the Father for something?
Because
He was doing
it was a
his
role.
will.
It was a role.
Exactly, roles.
No,
Doesn't make
of course
sense.
it doesn't.
Doesn't
Okay,
make
think
sense.
about this.
Doesn't
Think about
make
this.
sense.
Are you married? Are
Huh?
you married?
Yes.
You're married. Yeah. Are you the same as
No,
your
but I'm
wife?
not good and my wife is not good.
I know. I
Doesn't
know.
make sense.
I'm not saying that. Listen.
No, but your analogy is not going to make sense.
Then why are you stopping in front of me?
You can't compare me and my wife to God
I'm
and the
not
Trinity.
comparing you and your wife.
You are, because you're going to use it. You just said
All I'm saying is just for you to concept. You need to understand it because you're not understanding
Doesn't
what
understand any
When
other
I use
concept but his
theological,
own.
Okay.
1 second. When I use theological language, you're not understanding it. So I'm using something you will understand.
No, I understand it. I disagree with it. It doesn't make sense.
Your
1 second, just to tell you.
I understand it. I disagree with it.
Just to tell you.
Yeah.
You just said a logical fallacy. You cannot understand something,
No,
but it doesn't.
listen.
make sense. They are contradictory terms.
I can understand. Excuse me. Look, I understand that you believe God became
If I
a
said
man.
I understand his name,
Do you want me
it doesn't
I'll
make
help
sense.
you.
You're
I'll
wrong.
help you.
Excuse me.
I'll help you. I'll help you with the words.
Excuse me. You're
I'll
wrong.
give you the
You're
words
wrong.
you need.
You're
I'll give you the
wrong.
words you need.
You're wrong.
I'll give you the words.
You're wrong.
Listen,
You are wrong.
You understand it.
Excuse me. No,
1
you're
second.
wrong.
You understand it, but you don't
wrong,
accept
you're wrong,
it.
You're wrong.
Listen.
I said that already.
Can you understand? No.
You're not listening.
You understand
You're
it, but
not
you
listening,
don't
my
accept
friend.
I
it.
said that. I said that. I said I understand what you're saying. The words coming out of your mouth. I don't agree with it. But what you're
No,
saying,
you say it doesn't
but-
make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense because I don't.
Then you
that's why I
don't understand it.
No, I understand.
It's a contradictory term. You can't.
This boy now.
Look. For example, I can understand. Yes, you got a guy from a council estate. He comes from a single parent family. Yeah, his dad's not around. He takes the crime, yes? There's no one with education or anything in front of me. I can understand why he robs.
Right.
I don't agree with it.
Exactly.
I don't accept it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I said.
Listen,
you can understand something but not agree with it.
Yes.
I don't
accept
but you know what?
But you can't understand something that doesn't make
I'm
sense.
telling
But you
you
know
the
what?
Trinity does make sense, but you don't accept it. That's
But
it.
you know what?
That's
Is
what I'm saying.
You've got atheists and two Christians trying to force something. I don't accept it. I understand
No,
it.
I'm
But the
telling-
whole point is this.
You don't understand
I'm
the
telling
question,
you
but your
that you
question
don't.
wasn't founded
I'm
correctly.
telling you.
I understand it
I'm telling you,
perfectly.
you
I
don't.
understand.
Okay,
question you
tell me.
asked.
Tell me.
I understand
Tell me
English.
then. Tell
I
me.
understand
then.
English.
Okay,
You
tell me
don't
what
understand
it
it.
is.
Why does it
I understand.
come
Tell me,
down
what did I say?
Look,
What is the
algebra,
Trinity?
I can
One
explain
second.
algebra,
Look, I
right?
really want to know, what is the
No,
Trinity?
this
Tell
is
me.
what you're
What's
trying
the
to say.
Trinity?
This is what you're trying to say. There's God. There's three different parts of God. Yes.
Can you use the term
Hold-
part?
Yeah, but you can carry
Oh,
on.
bits.
Carry
What
on.
word do you want to use? What do you want to use? Bits. Persons of God. You have the Father,
Three persons.
you have the Son, and you have the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
You said they're all equal. So I asked in their essence. So I asked you if Jesus is equal to the Father and the Holy Spirit. Why does he? And all of them are all knowing, all seeing, all hearing, and independent. Why does Jesus need to ask for help? Because he's independent.
Because the
Wait,
role.
can I just
It's
say
a role.
yes? So can I just say this, please, without you shooting me down saying you're not the same as God? So I use example with your wife. Okay? Your wife is equal with you, but she'll be different from you in her roles that she does. And because you're the husband, she will want to do your will, even though she can do it herself. She has the capability to do something, but she will want to.
Do you know what? If my wife needs to, but you know what? If my wife needs to make a phone call, she got a phone in her hand. She's not gonna say to me, Jason, can I have your phone, please? So the thing is, because this is rubbish. But because it's three Christians, they're trying to make a point.
Three Christians, where's the other
Two
one?
Christians and a deluded person. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. I'm gonna say to you is, look, at the end of the day is this.
And you're right, obviously.
This is the problem with Christianity. See, as a Muslim, it's very clear. If you worship a man, a statue, a woman, a prophet, or anything else, idol, the door of paradise is closed to you and you will not enter paradise. See, as a Christian, it's blasphemy. Like, he doesn't know what a man is or what God is. To him,
How did I say I
hold on,
don't know?
let me finish.
Where did you get that
Let me
from?
finish. Let me finish. I'm not going to interrupt you.
mate.
I'm not going to interrupt you. This guy's
Throwing out
afraid of
random
one Muslim
statements
speaking,
like
you know.
that,
He's afraid of me speaking. This guy's afraid. Every time I try to speak, he tries to interrupt me. But it's okay,
No, but I actually never said the
because
words
it's
you
free.
said.
That's why I
But you know,
Yeah,
but you know
I
why it's
never said
okay?
those words, but
Because
yeah.
it's a one man worshipper, another man worshipper who thinks he's good, and another man worshipper against one person.
okay.
I'm
You're
still
right,
doing,
and you're
I'm
right.
doing fine. So
you're
the whole
wrong
thing is,
and you're
so the whole
right.
thing is this.
We're wrong, you're right. Yeah?
So the whole thing is this. So the whole thing is I'm saying, look, at the end of the day is this.
You are attacking when he attacks him.
There's no difference between you, a
no
Hindu,
attack.
a Sikh, an idol worshipper. Do you know why? You believe God becomes the creation.
speaker's calling, my friend.
You believe that God becomes can become something that's created. For example, you can't say to anyone worshipping a monkey it's wrong. Can you?
Oh, it's just their concept.
No, what I'm trying to say to you, you can't say it's wrong to worship a monkey, or that God can't be a monkey, because you believe God became a deficient man. Yes.
Do you know what homoousios is?
I said
Be
to-
holy man and holy God at the same time.
Well, you need help. You need
You
help.
study theology?
Just imagine, and you're still messed up, and you're both messed up.
No,
My
you're
bro.
You're both messed up. So the whole thing is this: look, at the end of the day, the difference is with you Christian, you don't even know who God is. Because in your
He's
view,
just making statements now.
In your view,
Yeah.
in your
He's just
view,
making statements now,
in your
guys.
view, sometimes God needs help. Yes, sometimes.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I'm asking a question. It's a question.
Yes, he does. Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. So the Christians believe that God needs help. So the whole thing is that basically the religions have a religion where God is just like a man. He needs help. He doesn't know everything. He doesn't see everything. He doesn't hear everything. He's just like a man. He needs help.
Can I ask you a question?
He needs to cry.
Can I ask
So the whole
Are
thing
you
is.
filming this?
So the whole
Can I
thing
ask
is
you a
yeah, I'm
question?
filming. So the
Can I
whole
ask
thing
you a
is
question?
you're a man
My
worshiper.
advice is
Can I
don't
ask you
put
a
it
question?
You're a
on.
man worshiper.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
You got
question?
done last time. You
Can I ask you a
got
question?
I'm
So
trying to help you
Allah,
out.
just to go on you, is Allah good? Is Allah good?
Huh?
Is Allah good? Is he good? It's a question.
The greatest.
Of course he's good.
Okay, is he loving?
Of course he's loving.
Okay.
Is it evil?
So prior to creating the world, who was he loving? Because love is shared between an individual.
Hold on.
Love is shared. Love is something that is shared. You can't truly love
Share
yourself.
with himself.
So you can't truly love yourself. That's not true love. That's why we get married.
Watch it
In his
the
concept,
breakup
that- it may
begins.
be-
Watch the
that may-
breakup
that may
begin.
be.
Watch the
Sorry?
breakup. The honeymoon is over. Watch.
No, in his concept, that's how it may be.
But I'm asking, what I'm saying, if we use normal concept, because when he's saying love, we mean the same thing.
Okay.
So I'm saying, can you truly love yourself?
Huh?
Can you truly love yourself?
At the end of the day, look, you can't.
Answer my question.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm
Answer
asking
my
my question. I'm asking your
might
first.
need some
I'm asking your
KY
first question.
jelly
I'm
for
going to ask my first question. But before this conversation is out, I want you to understand what I've understood.
Yes or no?
But one second, can you just answer my
I'm
question
gonna
first?
answer. Listen, I'm gonna
Answer it directly and then go on to it.
I'm gonna answer your question. Listen, I'm gonna answer your
Yes or
question.
no?
It's not a hard question, yes?
Then answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question. I just want you to understand. So far in this conversation, from today, from coming to this park, what I've understood from coming to this park, I've told you as a Muslim, our concept of God, an all-knowing, all-seeing, all-hearing, perfect God that doesn't need help. You've told me that you believe in a God that was a baby that used to cry and wet himself, poo himself at night.
And that's his concept.
Hold on. Let me
it's
finish.
human nature,
Stop
yes.
being nervous. Stop
it's
crying,
human
man.
nature,
Listen,
yes.
stop being nervous. Stop getting nervous. Stop crying. Listen. So what I'm trying to say to you is basically you told me as well. You agreed that Mary, when God was a little boy, because I want you to understand. I've conveyed my job is to come here and convey two things: the concept of God in Islam, and clarify the misconceptions about Muslims. So now I've already told you. Is it Lewis? Josh. I apologise. I've told you, Josh, that God.
Apologizes for your name, but not for calling you a liar.
That God knows everything, sees everything, hears everything. And you've told me that God was a baby, wets himself, poos himself, cries at night, and that also that Mary told God what time to come in and go out. Yes? Okay, cool. So, as for your question now.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Just say that. You're presupposing that those are bad things.
They are bad things.
Why are they bad things? Pooing.
It is bad things.
Pooing is a bad thing.
Huh?
Pooing is a bad
No,
thing.
believing that God cries at night is
No. I'm saying those actions.
Crying is a bad thing.
Those actions.
Hold
Is
on,
that
hold on,
crying?
hold
Is that a
on.
bad
Oh, we've got
thing?
another
Cry
question there.
sometimes.
I know you're his friend, ain't it?
Of course
I know
I
you two
am.
look. Yeah, I
No, but
know.
one
See,
second.
you can see.
You're
You
pre-
see.
one
You can
second.
see.
I'm your
They're
friend
afraid
too.
to do with me on my own.
your friend
So
too.
I
I'm
think
calm.
you've got a victim.
I'm your friend too.
You're like a victim.
God's wearing sunglasses. This joker's wearing sunglasses. This is God.
Can I say something?
See, I knew
One second.
it. I knew it.
You're the victim,
I knew it.
right?
Because
Not that we know that.
where did God get his sunglasses?
Because
Where did God? Excuse me.
Go from this planet, what God made.
Your God. Where did you get your sunglasses?
I never said I was God. When did I say I was God?
Can you go? This isn't
Look,
serious.
he's getting nervous now.
You're presupposing. Can I say? You're presupposing that those are bad things.
Does God wets himself?
The whole point is that God voluntarily put himself in this position of humanity.
This guy's getting nervous now.
Why is he nervous?
Okay,
He's saying something.
so
he says
So
this
when he's
every
on the
time.
cross,
Yeah.
right, and they say, can he bring himself down? He can if he wants to. He can get down from the cross. But the whole point is he's fulfilling a role of being a man and saving and being a human for the sins of the world. It's something that he is voluntarily doing. It's something he can get out of because of his nature as an all-powerful God. But he's voluntarily doing this for atonement. If you don't understand atonement, if you don't understand the retribution of sins, and there's a conversation that cannot happen.
Right.
Oh,
Because you fundamentally misunderstand homoousius and Trinitarianism, and then we're standing on shallow ground. It's going to go through.
Okay, you finished?
Yeah.
It's God independent.
Oh, that was. Oh my God!
No, I'm not.
It's like you have one list in your head of what's going on. Oh gosh, what do I say now? Let me go back.
He's got to go over the script. He's got to go over that script.
Look at children.
Okay.
Look at them. It's the truth, though. Look, children.
Who wrote that script?
Are you finished? Are you finished?
Who wrote that script?
I'm
Did
asking
you write it for yourself?
I'm going to ask you in two ways.
Yeah.
Do you
It's a script in
believe?
your bag.
And that's why I asked him first. Why I asked him first, and I'm going to ask you. Do you believe that God knows everything, sees everything, hears everything?
We've gone over this.
I'm not asking
We've
you.
gone over this.
Clown, I'm not asking
But
you.
he just said something. You haven't even responded to it.
Because he hasn't understood what he said. Shh. I'm telling you, he has not understood.
You know why? Because I'm not doing this for the crowd.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
At the end of the day, you're going to die, I'm going to die.
yeah, that's true.
When we go into the grave, it's going to be hellfire forever, it's going to be paradise forever, yes? Well, maybe you're doubtful.
Yeah,
I know.
no,
I know
okay,
there's
you
going to be a
know
hellfire forever and paradise or not.
Yeah.
Forever. I know. I'm not joking about it. I'm not like.
You don't know
listen,
that.
I do know that.
You don't know
I do know
that.
that. You can't tell me. I'm
don't.
positive. I'm
You don't
positive.
know that. You don't know
Will I?
You don't know that.
I do know that.
That is a
I do know
lie.
that.
Don't lie.
That is
You
a lie.
believe that.
I
There's a
know
difference.
that.
That is a lie.
There's a
Anyway.
You don't know that at all.
I don't
There's a
know.
difference between
Don't lie.
believing is not knowing.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Oh, yeah.
I believe
I
you
know
don't
that.
You
Yeah,
don't
you know
know.
I do know it.
You believe it. Are you right? You
Listen,
believe it.
so what I'm trying to say to you.
You don't know it. You don't know it.
These guys are getting. Look at these guys.
Don't
Stop crying.
It's a lie,
though,
Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Look at him. He's nervous. You can't see him.
There's a big difference between knowing and believing.
I know this.
He believes it.
I know there's a paradise. Anyway, do you believe God is?
But do you know?
Hold on.
Do you know if you'll go there? Do you know if you'll go to paradise? Do you have that certainty that you go to paradise?
Me myself.
Yes.
If I die as a Muslim, I'll go to paradise.
That's the first Muslim I've ever heard say that.
Okay.
That's the first. They will say that they don't have the right to say
I'm
that.
telling you, and I'm a Muslim. If I die as a Muslim,
A Muslim will say they don't have the right
What
to
do you
say
mean?
that.
No, you're wrong. You need
Okay.
to.
You're wrong, he's right.
Okay, speak to every other Muslim.
So God
Wow.
is independent, yes?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
So you believe like him, yeah, that Mary was that God Almighty was a baby, yes? So are you telling me that Mary looked after God Almighty?
Indeed, yeah.
And God used to cry at night?
Yep.
The creator of this used to cry at night.
Okay, it's a voluntary, lowly state. That's the whole point. Like, because God is Almighty,
don't
it's
believe
a
this.
grace. I don't believe this. It's a grace to give himself to humanity. It's a voluntary position, right? And the all-powerful state. That's why humanity owes God, because it's a voluntary state for God to put himself amongst mankind.
Okay, so God is calling Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, the sun, everything is there, and he's crying at night, yes? And pooing himself, yes?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah?
But you know, on the cross, as I said, I've got to go back to this. On the cross, when he can take himself down, but he doesn't. This is all part of his own journey.
That's a pagan belief.
What? The pagan belief that what?
It's a pagan belief that you believe that God cries at night and that God wet himself and pooed himself.
Well, I know that because he was human. It's not a belief. It's true. Jesus exists.
No, that's not true. So there's no difference between you and an idol worshipper.
Why?
Because, do you know why? Because look, a baby needs help.
Yes.
The idol that you have to make and they make and they worship, they make it. It needs help.
Yeah.
See, the creator of the sun, all of this, it doesn't need him. And that's the difference. See, the difference between me and you is that you say that God is all knowing, all seeing, all hearing, and all these things, but in reality, your theology, you don't believe it.
Okay, but can I say something?
So the whole thing is,
can I say something? Just 1 second.
On Judgment Day, I'm glad I'm a Muslim.
Can I say something?
This stuff ain't gonna work.
Can I just ask you? Can I ask you a question?
Burn you are.
Serious question.
Yeah.
But did God need someone for his revelation?
What are we talking about?
God revealed himself to the world through Prophet Muhammad. So he didn't need him. Why did he use him?
He used him because he wanted to send human beings a messenger amongst themselves.
Same thing. God didn't need these things from us, but he did it on himself. He put it voluntarily.
No.
Why?
It's
Why is it different?
No, it's different.
Why is it different?
Because at the end of the day, you're saying.
Why didn't the Quran just fall from the sky? Why? God could have done it. Why didn't he? He needed someone to help him to tell the world.
Hold on. God chose us to send us a man to men.
Why?
He didn't have to. He could have made us all be Muslims.
Why?
For example,
God didn't have to become a human being. God didn't have to become a human as well.
Because he chose to.
He chose to.
No, but
I agree. We're agreeing.
No, but the thing is, when Jesus was a baby, he couldn't look after himself. In fact, Jesus said, "I have my own self to do nothing."
Okay.
Is that true?
So 1 second. So is the Quran the word of God?
Of course it is.
Did it need Prophet Muhammad for it to be recited? It didn't. Then why, like I said, why didn't it just fall from the sky? It needed him to recite it and people to write it down. So that was necessary. So he needed something there or not? No. The revelation just came.
Listen, do you see the difference between what you're doing and doing?
Why?
There's nothing in my thing that makes God weak.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Why?
Because, for example, the angels, we believe in angels as well.
But the problem is...
Hold on, listen. Let me... You want me to
A Christian, but you just use the term. A Christian, because I do agree with you in a part. But a Christian would say, that doesn't make God weak. It shows that he's strong. It shows that he's strong, that he's able. That he will put himself through that.
When God...
But
when God was under pressure and he was sweating so much like buds like Jesus, I think, beads of sweat, he was under pressure.
Yeah, but that's...
We don't have this in our religion. He was under pressure.
In your religion,
He was under pressure.
in theirs they do.
God was under pressure, yes?
Yeah, we'll say yes.
What does that look? Yeah, what's the
God
problem
was
with that?
sweating, yes?
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
What's wrong with
That's
sweat?
what I'm saying.
I don't understand what's wrong with sweat. It's not a bad thing.
It's humanity.
So God used to. So the thing is this. But you know what it is? You worship.
God's body was working properly, yes.
You're a man worshipper.
Yes.
Do God used to wear slippers?
Sorry?
The thing is,
You're a man worshipper.
What is he bringing?
You are a man worshipper.
You're saying that Jesus is a man.
You can't say that to me. You're a man worshipper. You worship Jesus.
I have no problem with that.
I believe in Jesus.
I have no problem.
I know, but you know what?
Lord.
Just like you gotta understand. You see when Moses.
You don't, Jason. You don't live a life of perfect obedience.
I never said it was perfect.
The sad thing is, every single person does.
Yeah.
You've fallen
But
short.
you're just like the Hindus
Can I speak?
and the Sikhs.
Can I speak? You've fallen short of God's standard.
No, I'm not.
You haven't.
I haven't.
So every single day for the whole of your life, you've kept every single commandment.
As a human, but human beings are not perfect.
Exactly. So you just answer my question.
I don't agree with you. You see, the difference between me and you is that
Yes.
as a human, I wasn't ever gonna be perfect.
Yes.
My job is to avoid the major sins, and try and stay away from the minor ones as well.
Have you ever sinned in your life? Have you ever sinned in your life?
Of course.
Of course.
You're not
Okay.
listening to me.
Now can I finish? Because you didn't let me finish. So,
Yes.
have you sinned in your life? Yes, you have.
course I have.
So you've fallen short of God's standard. Yes,
Not-
you have God's standard.
but not like-
1 second. God's standard said,
Not like you think.
whatever. Okay, even before you became a Muslim,
Yeah.
you've fallen short of God's standard.
Even now, I'm not perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And nor am I.
Yeah.
But there was one person who was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Not according
defeat-
to your book.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Perfect. Give me a time
Perfect.
when he wasn't
According to your
Can I
perfect.
speak?
What time was he not perfect?
Can I
Want me
speak?
to tell you?
Can I speak?
He wasn't
Wait.
perfect according to your book.
Tell me.
Okay.
When was he not perfect?
The fig tree, yes?
Yes.
I've
let
heard
me
this
finish.
before.
Let me finish. Your book, you're speaking, yeah?
Yeah.
He cursed the fig tree, yeah?
It withers, yeah.
And he thought that
Let me
fruit was-
finish.
yeah,
Let me
okay.
finish. The fig tree was out of season, yeah?
Yeah.
Who made the fig tree out of season? God, not nature. Let's say nature.
Let's say God, yes, let's say
God.
God.
So the fig tree was obeying God's rule,
Yes.
and Jesus cursed the fig tree. Now in Islam, if you curse your mother, yes, it's a big thing. Is it wrong to curse in Christianity? Is that sin?
Did God create the fig tree?
Yes.
Can God tell the fig tree to stop working?
Who said he just told you
Can
to
God,
work?
can, 1 second, when you're saying cursing, when they mean cursing, you're saying that it's not going to bear any more fruit. Can God do that?
No, Jesus.
Can God do that?
You're wrong.
Answer my question.
You're making up a story.
The problem you're not answering.
Excuse me.
The problem is you're not
making up a story.
answering. Answer my
You see
question. Answer my question.
This guy's a joker.
Answer my question. I know you always do joke. Then he goes as a joker. Then he goes.
Yeah, you don't want me to deal with
the problem is deal with
I'm
okay.
gonna deal
Speak
with
to
him
me.
now.
Speak
Watch.
to me. When it said that he cursed the fig tree, he said that you will not bear any more fruit. That's what.
He didn't. He cursed it because it was out of. Because it was
And
out.
then what was the curse?
No,
What's a curse?
You're lying. No, look, that's not
I'm
the verse.
lying.
The fig tree was out of.
He's telling me the Christian who reads the
You're
Bible,
wrong.
I'm lying.
I know the Bible. You don't try to twist it.
I'm not twisting.
Listen, you're trying to twist.
I'm not twisting.
He cursed the fig tree because it's out of season. Yes or no?
Yes.
Who controls fig trees?
God.
So Jesus was cursing a fig tree. I don't believe Jesus did this. This is fairy tales.